We're following developing news this evening. Amazon Web Services crashed early this morning, knocking out websites and apps used by millions worldwide, including services right here in Western Mass. Thanks for joining us here on Western Mass News at 6. I'm Chris Pisano.
And I'm Amanda Martin Ryan. A local expert is now weighing in on this. Western Mass News reporter Matt Price is live in studio with more on what we now know. Matt, what's the latest?
Yeah, Amanda and Chris, it has been a chaotic day for Amazon and companies who are under the AWS umbrella. Amazon saying progress is being made, but not everything is back to normal as the work to fix this problem continues.
The reason this is so significant and the reason why it's caused so much drama is that the most significant sites are the ones that went down.
A widespread outage of Amazon's cloud computing service impacting a swath of websites and apps on Monday. In fact, Down Detector, which tracks internet disruptions, have been receiving millions of reports from users around the world. Western Mass News spoke with Stan Prager, who owns GoGeeks Computer Rescue in East Longmeadow. While his store has not been affected, he gives us some insight and what many worldwide have been dealing with.
We live in such an interconnected world today. Everything is so networked that when one thing like this occurs, it can have a huge financial impact as well as a huge inconvenience to people's lives. Again, I mean, so Disney's down. So if I wanted to watch something on the Disney Channel, I can't watch that.
Here's a timeline of what we know. It all started just after midnight when Amazon said they were investigating what they called, quote, increased error rates and latencies for multiple AWS services. A few hours later, Amazon says they identified a cause and said it was starting to recover, but issues continued through the afternoon. We know almost 80 internal AWS services were affected, including AWS Data Sync, Amazon Connect, and Amazon Workspaces. The Associated Press also reporting users experienced issues while trying to use the McDonald's app, Duolingo, and Snapchat. Now, Amazon says it has a plan in place to fix the system. Among the companies impacted, Delta and United Airlines, Venmo, Coinbase, Snapchat, Facebook, Apple Music, and the game Fortnite. A viewer reached out to us saying she tried calling multiple Bay State practices to schedule appointments, but was told their systems were affected by a global outage. We tried reaching out to Bay State to see if this was related to the AWS problems, but we have not heard back. Prager says the outage carries financial impacts.
It does cost media companies to some degree. You have a subscription to the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal. You want to look at it on the phone, you're not going to get it, right? Not only aren't you going to get it, you're also not going to get the ads that are running.
This is not the first time Amazon has dealt with an outage. The last time was in 2023, when multiple internet services were down briefly. As for Amazon's longest outage, that was in 2021, when several companies, including video streaming services and payment apps, were impacted for more than 5 hours. Prager says it is important for companies and websites to have a backup plan in case something like this happens again.
You shouldn't be hosting your, large websites only on this one server, because, you're putting all your eggs in one basket.
We tried reaching out to Amazon for comment on this. They directed us to their AWS Health Dashboard for further details. Stick with us both on air and online as we continue to follow the latest. Reporting live in the studio, Matt Price, Western Mass News.